What is up, everybody? It's Verse TV here today. Apparently, the Xbox Series X and S is the best-selling Xbox consoles in Xbox history. So, 2 years into the life cycle, the Xbox Series X and S are still the fastest-selling consoles in Xbox history. So, these are the most successful Xboxes in this time frame of being out for 2 years. So, that is a pretty good achievement for Xbox right now. So, a lot of guys want to say nobody wants an Xbox. Nobody wants an Xbox Series X or S, but I mean they're selling really well. They're selling really well. So yeah, that's good news right there. So, and I know some contrarians want to say that hey, these only selling because they're the only consoles available. When it's like when you go to a grocery store in general, any store in general, it's a lot of items at that store. It's like just because something is available don't mean you're gonna buy it. Like just because it's available don't mean you're gonna buy it. It's like people actually obviously want the system. So that narrative is just doesn't make any sense. But they're gonna keep pushing it regardless. Though this guy says as it should be. And the real heavy hitters haven't even arrived yet. Yeah, the major games haven't even arrived yet. Besides, yeah, we still haven't got Evolved. Still haven't got the Fable remake, which people are anticipating. Elder Scrolls 6, the new Fallout game. It's a lot of heavy. It's a lot of most really anticipated titles that haven't even released yet. So it's only gonna sell even more as time goes on. And then this guy says because there is stock, LOL. Competent companies usually have supply for the demand. Sadly, yeah. I don't know how that's a negative. That because they have stock is somehow a negative. Sony guys make that be a negative. They have stock. Like, okay, why is it a weird thing? A company makes sure their customers have stock to buy the product. Because some companies couldn't be competent enough to make sure their user base have stock to buy the product. So I don't know how this. I don't know how this is a Microsoft problem. To be honest. Uh, this person asked for a VR device. I was like, I don't think they're trying to. Yeah, Phil Spencer already said there's no interest in doing VR, and rightfully so because I don't care about VR, so I don't care about that service whatsoever. Only console you can get at this point. Well, most games, if you're playing last gen anyway, you can play them on PS4. So I'm not even trying to just that argument. That argument is just stupid. I'm not even going into that argument again. It's just dumb. Nobody wants the product, but yet it's selling out consistently because it's the only product available. That makes no sense. Uh, and yet, what is this? Okay, he just puts a chart. Is this from this year? Like, where is this from? He just put a random chart up, a random stats. What is this? That's a terrible source right there. Nothing surprising. Due to PS5 shortage, potential PlayStation buyers run over to what's available Xbox and other packaging boxes. Yeah, but if you don't like Xbox, why would you buy an Xbox? If you think Xbox is super trash, why would you buy an Xbox? That doesn't make any sense. Just because it's available. They truly are remarkable machines of our present day. Uh, Buying a new console to play 5 year last gen games. Meanwhile, Sony is remaking a last gen game. Well, no, two generation old game. Last of Us remake. They're remaking a game they remastered already. So okay, that narrative that Sony guys say they buy new consoles not to play old games, but it kind of seems like Sony thinks differently because they keep remastering these games, making director's cuts, giving them fancy titles for remasters, and they keep telling their audience that. So it's like you got two different messages going on there. It's like Sony guys saying they don't want to play these old games, but obviously the heads of Sony think you do because they keep remaking these games and remastering these games constantly. So. Um, they're also the most reliable in terms of failure rate. Are we still? He still has to bring up the 360 generation on the Red Ring of Death. We all knew that thing happened. Why do you have to go back to 2005 to talk about the failure rate of a console that's been 2 generations old at this point? I'm like, what does that have to do with right now? Not hard when you only stock two a month. Yes, Microsoft is only putting in stock two Xbox Series X's worldwide a month. Yes, that makes a lot of sense right there. I don't see a reason to get an Xbox besides playing being able to play Call of Duty on Game Pass. Well, you shouldn't buy it then if you don't see a reason. Like is it that difficult? If you don't think a reason, see a reason to buy it, then don't buy it. So it's still a terrible system. These comments just make zero sense. What makes the Xbox Series X a terrible system? They don't give zero. They give zero reason why it's a terrible system. I think they're just butthurt Sony fanboys. They're just mad that people have a choice of consoles to what to buy. Another day of media trying to make Xbox look good, and we all know they are flopping. How is Microsoft flopping right now when it's doing better than ever? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Stop making clickbait. The Switch is the fastest selling console in history. Okay, apparently this guy can't read or is just dumb because they didn't. They just said the Xbox is the fastest selling Xbox in history, Xbox history. So he's whatever. IGN writing a positive Xbox article of the news of Xbox having a year-over-year sales decline emerges. So now Xbox is paying IGN. Okay. The amount of man children in this thread, yeah, there's a lot of man children. There's definitely a lot of Sony fanboys and crybabies and man children in this thread somehow. Time for crybabies to find a way to say that this is somehow bad. To imagine it's been 2 years and we still don't have anything. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of stuff to play on Xbox, so I don't know what he means by that statement right there. Microsoft game revenue dropped 7% year on year. Hardware revenue down 7%. I mean, that's super vague though. Like, what does that mean exactly? Like, eh. Either way, I mean, why? Like, I mean, it's great that it's selling well, but at the end of the day, I don't really care how much these consoles are making. I'm not gonna cut out of this. So I don't really care, but you know, they gotta do what they can to make Xbox look bad because they bought a PlayStation and it's like the box they worship or whatever. It's like they don't just view it as just like a place you play video games on. They view it as like a shrine to PlayStation or whatever. Um, Just be real, Xbox Series S is the fastest selling console in Xbox history, which means all the power talk pre-launch was fluff because most of y'all stupid MFers ran out and bought the budget 4K flop scroll. What? I don't know what you're trying to say there. Not bad for a dead console. Screams and pony language. Yeah, these guys take it personally. They get personally offended when Xbox gets a positive article about whatever Xbox. Whenever Xbox gets into positivity in the media, these Sony guys take it to be offended by it for whatever reason. It's just slow. The news IGN is deflecting from reporting with this redundant article. Yeah, even with these stats, this is still the best on Xbox. So how are they deflecting? Like how are they? Oh, I don't know. Don't let the PlayStation stands fool you. It's considered a down year for Xbox because of no first-party AAA games. But Xbox is only 40,000 consoles down from PS5 worldwide. With PlayStation dropping 4 latest titles this year, and Xbox is still selling this well. Those are good signs going forward. This guy had a lot of replies, so I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of butthurt Sony guys in the comment section, reply section. The PS5 has like 6 million console lead right now. Even so, it's not that 2-to-1 like some said it would be either. Yeah, so I'm gonna include it right here. It's like at the end of the day, Xbox is doing really well. These guys want to detract from that and say all those different reasons. It's just nonsense. The console is doing well, which is good. You would think gamers want these consoles to be thriving, but no, they rather have Xbox be not. They want Xbox to be going. To be honest, they want zero competition for their PlayStation console because they just can't help but worship that. They can't help the worship of the PS5 for whatever reason, but it is good when all these companies are doing good. That's great because you want competition. You don't want to just be stagnant with just one major company out there. But the Sony guys just don't get it. But once again, I'm gonna include it right here. The Xbox Series X and S is the fastest selling console in Xbox history, and that's all there is to it. So definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.